مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير خلق كل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Organizers of this event, honorable ulama, dear brothers and sisters, it is the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has brought us together in order to learn something that should benefit us in this world and hereafter. The Al-Hidayah events which are taking place this year during these sessions, we have specified one book to go through, and that book is called Kitab al-Azhari fi Usul al-Din. This book was authored by Hujjat al-Islam al-Imam Muhammad bin al-Ghazālī, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi. That's the Al-Hidayah book. For those who would like to study the book itself, one of the translations, there could be other better translations, or maybe this is the best, but one of the translations I have is called Ghazali on the Principles of Islamic Spirituality, the 40 Foundations of Religion. So those who want to study in detail, the book is, and the translation with notes is available. The book has 40 principles of deen, and it takes 10 principles from 4 different angles. 10 from one angle, 10 from second, 10 from third, and 10 from fourth. The first angle that we covered in our last session in Manchester, that they were the 10 principles regarding Aqidah. And the 10 that we are taking today, they are the 10 principles regarding al-A'mal al-Zahira, the apparent deeds, like salah, things that we do. And after that we have 2 more 10s left. One is regarding the moral values, which are the demerits in terms of spirituality and spiritual excellence, and we need to avoid them, get rid of them. And the last 10 are the 10 values that we need to adopt. So it's a comprehensive course, you can say like a comprehensive textbook on the subject. So today we are taking the ones regarding and related to the A'mal Zahira, the apparent deeds. In the book we have around 40-45 pages. can't cover in this time. So first I'll go through them briefly before going to that. I just want to mention those 10. Number 1 is Salat. Number 2 is Zakat. Number 3 is Siyam, Saum. Number 4 is Hajj. Number 5 is Qira'atul Quran. Number 6 is Allah dhikr of Allah. Number 7 is Talabul Halal, earning halal means or halal provision. Number 8, fulfilling the duties to other Muslim brothers and sisters, fellow Muslim community. Al-Qiyam bi-Huquq al-Muslimin. Number 9, Amr bil-Ma'ruf and Nahi anil Munkar, enjoining good and prohibiting or forbidding evil. And number 10 is the Ittibā' al-Sunnah, following the Sunnah of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So they are 10 that we take today, and you can understand from the list that it's not a work that we can finish in this small span of time. So I go through them briefly first, and if we can cover that within our time, and we still have some spare time, that then we shall start the detail from the book, from 1, and we'll come back from 10 to 9, then 8, 7, coming back, as many as we can. So first of all is Salat. The significance of Salat, we can't emphasize enough, and we don't need a particular mention of that, because Salat, you all know, is one of the fundamentals of deen and has the capacity to be called or to be regarded as a sign between a Muslim and non-Muslim that differentiates between the Muslim and non-Muslim. A Muslim will always do it, and a non-Muslim will not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِ. Establish prayer for my remembrance, for my dhikr. And the Prophet ﷺ said, "As-salatu imam." Salat is the pillar, so it is one of the pillars. Without those pillars, the building of Islam does not stand. So about this Salat, Imam Ghazali says that there are 3 things we need to protect from being wasted. Number 1, he says, protecting our tahara, the purity. That means that our ritual tahara has to be protected. And if we don't do that, there is a possibility that we start losing salah. So we have to be careful about that. So first of the things is the muhafala, the protection of tahara. And it had, the apparent tahara, the apparent purity, had its effect on the inner tahara. Because Imam Ghazali explains, he says that there is established fact, this is an established fact, that the world of angels has a connection with this world. The world of angels has a connection with this world. And our body is like this world, and our heart is like the world of angels. It originally belongs there. And whatever we do, the apparent deeds that we perform, we use our organs, our limbs in doing things. We use our hands, we use our head, we use our legs, we go to sujood, we go to ruku, we sit. All these are the deeds that involve our limbs, and they develop light which raise up to the heart and enlightens it. So the tahara in these parts of the body will have an effect in producing tahara in the heart, in purifying our hearts. And the body of if you take prayer as body, and then you will find that the body has limbs. For example, the salat has ruku, sujood, qiyam, qurud. There are different things that we do. They are like the body of the salah. And the ikhlas, the sincerity of heart, and the level of pretensions, purity of heart, that is the soul of salah. And this body will protect the soul. We need to do that. So apparent tahara is significant. Number 2, the protection of the sunnah amal, and the things which are sunnah in prayer. The sunnah prayer and the things which are sunnah in prayer. The reason for that is that this will help us protecting our obligation. This will protect us. And Imam Ghazali in one place in the book says that if we see that I have done 2 rakat and my mind wasn't present there, then your first is done, okay. But now to compensate, to get those blessings that you have lost, you should do 2 rakat nafil, bringing your mind there. The point here is, a lot of time, obligations we fall short of them. They are not complete. Then some of the nawafil, some of the sunnah will come to make up for the deficiency. And there is a saying about the awliya, about one of the awliya, we have heard a lot of ulama mention that somebody asked me, how many nawafil you do? And he said, 1,000. So why do you need to do this many nawafil a day? He said, just to protect my obligation. So protection of the amal that are sunnah. And number 3, the protection of the soul of the salah. And that is the ikhlas, the sincerity, and the presence of heart in your prayer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout the prayer. And second and third part of this soul, the ruh of salah. Number 1 is the sincerity. Number 2 is the presence of heart there. And number 3, that heart receives the meanings of the action that you are doing. The blessings of those who perform life receive it. So these 3 things, if we protect it, that is the protection of the soul of salah. So this was a brief description from this book about salah. Second thing he mentioned is zakat. He says zakat, why zakat has been obligated? There is only one reason. Zakat has been obligated so that a human being can get rid of stinginess, get rid of miserliness. He is not miserly anymore. So that he can develop generosity in his nafs, in his soul, a lower self. Because miserliness is one of the evils of the nafs. And then he says this is the reason. Zakat is one of the basic elements of deen in order to protect or in order to fulfill the needs of people. From there we also understand the fulfilling of needs of people and helping people with their needs is one of the arkan of deen, one of the essential elements of deen of Allah, which have been given to us by Sayyidina Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the purpose is to take care of the benefit of people, fulfill their needs, and to take care of the benefit of the state through the benefit of. And then Imam al-Ghazālī rahmatullahi ta'ala says that regarding zakat, regarding spending for sake of Allah, there are three types of people. Those who are strong in their spending, those who are moderate in their spending, and those who are weak in their spending. The ones who are strong in their spending, they are the ones who spend everything for the sake of Allah. Whatever they have. Like we had the example of Sayyidina Mufti Sohail Ahmed Siddiqui. Those of that category are the strong ones in terms of spending for the sake of Allah. Those who are average or moderate, they are the ones, they don't spend everything in one go. They spend bit by bit. But whatever they keep behind, they don't intend to keep it for their own selves. They want to make sure if they find somebody who is really in need, they'll spend on it. So if they are keeping, their sole intention is not to keep for themselves. They are still looking for somebody who needs it, who genuinely deserves it, then they will give it. So these are the moderate spenders. Then he says the third, the weak one. Weak are those who don't spend beyond zakat. They don't give a lot of sadaqah beyond zakat. They will do sadaqah if they are stuck somewhere and they can't just get rid of the problem. They are ill, for example, or there is some problem, some trouble in their business. Then they will look if they need, they will see if they need to spend. They will try to spend sadaqah, give sadaqah, so that they can get that business. That's not spending for Allah. And if something like this does not come up, their spending confines to their zakat. And Imam Ghazali says, these weak spenders, they fall in the category of miser. They are stingy people in the eyes of Allah subhanahu. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like stingy people. Allah condemns being stingy, being miser. Condemns those who don't spend themselves and teach others not to spend. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala condemns them in the Quran. This is a little bit about zakat that Imam Ghazali has in his book. Then he says, regarding sadaqah and zakat, we need to take care of 5 things. 5 things we need to take care of. Number 1, he says, Isra. We call people Isra. That word may be Isra, maybe not, I'm not sure. The word Isra means to keep something secret. To keep it secret. To keep it secret. Why? Because spending in a way that if your right hand is spending, your left hand doesn't know. Keeping secret like this, your sadaqah. What will happen if you do this? It will put off the wrath of the divine. Allah's anger will go. If Allah is angry with somebody and he deserves the wrath of Allah to be inflicted upon him, and he does sadaqah with shirk, he is doing sadaqah and he himself doesn't know, as if he doesn't know himself. this will protect him from the wrath of Allah. Number two, one should take care of the point that he should not be favoring anyone. At his heart, he is not giving any favor to anyone. If he finds somebody in need, he spends on him, gives him money, he is not favoring him. What does it mean he is not favoring him? Ever and after that in his life, not for a single moment he thinks that this person should be obliged. Not for a single moment he thinks that this person should say thanks. Not for a single moment he thinks that when I need, he should do something for me. If these three conditions are fulfilled, then he is not favored. That is the point he has to protect. That is the quality of heart at the time of spending that he should protect. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran, if you favor somebody, all the sadaqah will become null and void. It is the word of God. No reward at all. Everything gone. On the day of judgment, you don't have anything. So that's the second thing one needs to be careful about. Number three, while spending, spend from the best that he has. We have a habit of giving in charity, for example, clothes. A lot of times we look for those which we can't wear ourselves. Very simple, very simple criterion. If somebody gives that thing to you, will you take it? If the answer from inside comes no, then this sadaqah is not up to the standard. Give what you are able to receive yourself. So among the best of them, Number four, one should protect another quality. And that quality is while giving, while taking money out, and after you have given, your heart should be content. A thought that I have given, a little bit effect of that thought on your heart, as if you have lost something. That should not come. That will not make the sadaqah as it should. And number five, one should make sure that he spends where it benefits best. For example, you spend on somebody, if he is ill and I manage for him to get some medicine, he gets better, he will serve mankind. He will be good. He won't harm people when he becomes powerful or he has enough strength. So spend where it is best to spend. It benefits not that person only, but all around him. It does not harm anybody around him. So you don't spend your sadaqah on somebody when he is healthy and when he is strong after your sadaqah. Now he is going to start working against the benefit of the mankind. You don't do sadaqah. You do where it benefits best. So these are 5 points. Imam Ghazali rahmatullahi ta'ala says that when we are performing the act of charity, these 5 things we need to take care. Then after that he goes on to sawm, fasting. He says there are 2 qualities in fasting which we should never neglect, and we should try to understand if we got the benefit of these 2. One quality is that it is something secret, because it is not something you do, it is basically something you don't do. Nobody sees you do. For example, it's not that you eat, it's that you don't eat. It's not that you drink and people see you drink. It's actually you don't drink. So that is one thing which makes it secret. Second thing, he says it is qahrun li'aduwwillah. It is a profound, strong attack which dominates the enemy of Allah, overwhelms the enemy of Allah. controls the enemy of Allah. The word qahar should cover these three meanings: dominating, overwhelming, control. And who is the worst enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? People might think it's shaitan. Yes, he is whatever he is. But it's the inside you and me, you and I, that gets, connection with shaitan, which deceives from shaitan. That is worst enemy for people, for us. So, through the act of fasting, we should observe: have we controlled it? Or the desire is still leading me, and I follow it blind. So these two things only. Number one, keep secret. Number two, we should observe during fasting that have we controlled our ego? Have we controlled our desire or not? We need to take care of these 2 points. That is it. Looking at the amount, the fasting is 3 times. The least fasting is the fast of Ramadan. There are people who fast during Ramadan, like we are in this time. I mean, the majority of us, after Ramadan until next Ramadan, they don't think of us. And particularly those who are students at schools and colleges, I must mention, because last 2 years they have been questioned. We are fasting during the exam time, and it's difficult to cope fasting and taking the exam. Remember that fasting did not fall on the day of your test. You had a whole year before that. You start practicing. Fast and do your work. And the days will go longer gradually. You'll get used to it. Under these circumstances, leaving the fast during Ramadan, this is not a valid excuse. You had a whole year before it. Why did you practice? Why did you start from December onward until May? Maybe 2 fasts a week would do. So, least of it is the fast of Ramadan. Number 2, the moderate, and that is a third of a year. For example, 1 month of Ramadan. For example, twice a week, 2 days a week, and 3 days a month, the middle 3 days of lunar month, 13, 14, and 15. Either 3 days of a month or maybe both together, you can count them afterwards. Because 2 fast a week, take Ramadan out and the Ayyam Tashriq and 8 days out. Just take 5-6 weeks out. What are we left with? Maybe 44-45 weeks. That is 90. That is 3 months. 1 month is Ramadan. That is 1/4 of 1/3 of the year. That is the moderate fasting. And the best fasting is every second day. This is known as the fasting of Prophet David, peace be upon him. He used to fast this. And Holy Prophet ﷺ liked it. And somebody asked, Ya Rasulullah, if I want to do more than that, Holy Prophet ﷺ said, there is no fasting better than this. Don't do every day, every second. So these are 3 options. Whatever is easy for us. But keeping to the least is again remaining at the lowest level, which is not good. Unless somebody is ill. Like there are certain people in certain stages of diabetes, they can't, because there is that excuse. But if somebody is healthy, particularly young people, why is there a problem? They need to practice, that's it. And they'll get used to it. Let us say, in terms of secrets, in terms of the meaning, it says there are 4 things in fasting. Number 1, the less qualified or least of the good fasts, or fast with the least qualities, is to stop from things that break our fast. Al-kaf an al-muftirat. To stop from things that break our fast, like food, drink, etc. Number two, the higher level than this, to stop from things that break fast and to stop your limbs to get involved with something which is against the soul of fast, like stop swearing, stop fighting, stop backbiting, all those things. So involve your limbs, your tongue, your hand, everything, put them together in the act of fasting, not just your belly. Then the third level, and that is even higher level, and that is to protect yourself from things that drink and things that break fast, involve your body with that, and then add to this another point, and that is the protection of heart from going against the will of God. Protect your heart with Allah's hand. So these are three grades that he mentions. And then he says, there is fourth to it, and that is also as significant, and that is to break your fast with the food that has come through the halal source, through the halal means. So, over on this point, he completes the chapter of fasting. Then he goes on to number 5, that is Hajj. And he says there are 7 manners of performing Hajj. Number 1, choose a good, righteous companion. Choose the righteous company. And number 3 is straight-winded. He says anything that is done to harm, any good thing that is brought to harm, that is brought to harm by straight-winded. And that is not possible, that straightening is not possible without the use of organs, the movements. Like salat is a movement of organs. If that has an effect in salat, then it is that the Prophet ﷺ, if he has adopted something, even out of habit, it has an effect. Otherwise, he wouldn't adopt it as a routine. So these 3 things are possible, are the source of those blessings. So if one adopts a good habit, anything into habit, it becomes easy to perform. And gradually, if the full mental and spiritual attention is added to it, then gradually it starts to be giving us light inside our heart. And the third point he mentioned, second point he says, there are things whose effect on our heart is understood, and there are things whose effect on our heart is not understood. And whatever the Prophet ﷺ did, it did not have to be understood by intellect, because it is received from Allah. And intellect is not involved there. Human intellect is not involved there. So still following him is beneficial. And the third and last point is saying that the eternal happiness is connected to our becoming resembling the angels. And that is not possible without enlightening ourselves, and which is confined to the source of following Sunnah of the Prophet. So Ittiba' Sunnah is also significant. So these are 10 points that Imam Ghazali has taken in this section of the book, and I hope it was not as hard as it was in Manchester, but that was totally different thing. And if it was there, I apologize, and I hope it is useful, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala